India in the 17th century.
The diamond was sold to Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, who brought it back to France and sold it to King Louis XIV.
The royal family owned the diamond for 130 years before it was stolen in 1792 during the French Revolution.
It was missing for 20 to 38 years before it reappeared in England, but no one knows exactly what happened during the years it was missing.
Sometime after the diamond reappeared in England, it was sold to King George IV, and after he died, it was bought by London gem collector Henry Philip Hope. Ever since being owned by the Hope family, the diamond has been called the Hope Diamond.
Eventually, it made its way to Harry Winston, who owned it for a decade before donating it to the Natural History Museum.
Before Winston, there were at least 13 people who owned the diamond.
Some people were pretty important, like the royal family of France.
Others were just average people, like a New York jeweler.
Winston donated the diamond because he was convinced that it brought him bad luck.
He might not have been too crazy either. If you look at a lot of the previous owners of the diamond, they've had some pretty horrible luck.
For example, after owning the diamond, Princess Marie Louise was killed by a mob. She was hit with a hammer, decapitated, and disemboweled. After stealing the diamond, Tavernier came down with a raging fever, and after he died, his body was ravaged by wolves.
Greek merchant Simon Maionierides drove his car off a cliff, killing himself, his wife, and his child.
The second to last owner of the Hope Diamond was a spoiled rich girl named Evelyn Walsh McLean. Evelyn bought the Hope Diamond from French gem seller Pierre Cartier. Although at first she didn't want to buy it because she didn't like the setting, Cartier convinced her to buy it as a necklace for $180,000. Evelyn quickly became very fond of the diamond. Occasionally, Evelyn would even place the diamond necklace on her dog. For a while, Evelyn, her husband, son, and daughter lived happily. However, things took a turn for the worse. At the age of 9, Evelyn's beloved son, Vincent, is hit by a car and killed. Evelyn's husband, Ned, left her and ran off with another woman. Ned becomes an alcoholic and spends all of his money on liquor. Eventually, he dies in a sanatorium. Evelyn goes bankrupt and is forced to sell her family newspaper, The Washington Post. At the age of 25, Evelyn's daughter dies as a result of overdosing on sleeping pills.
Mailman James Todd, who helped transport the Hope Diamond, had his leg crushed in a truck accident. Then, in a later accident, he suffered from a head injury. And finally, his house burned down. Ever since word started getting around that the Hope Diamond was cursed, it became more popular. It is known as the most famous diamond in the world. The diamond weighs about 9 grams. The technical color term is fancy dark grayish blue. The diamond is worth $250 million. Over 100 million people have visited the Hope Diamond at the Natural History Museum. This sketch of the Hope Diamond was done by Jean-Baptiste Tavernier and was one of the first sketches of the Hope Diamond. This is one of the many sketches John Francillon wrote about and drew.
This is going on the bloopers. Fam's pretty important. Go ahead.
The flash isn't on. Are you rolling?
If it was sold to and after he died,
You struggle with that.